Today, I'm going to be making some Eagle brand peanut butter and jam bars. I got this recipe from the Eagle brand website. This is actually, though, the Canadian website that I got this from. So it's really cool if you go there. It has the Canadian measurements and the American measurements. So it's just perfect. So first, we're going to go over everything that you're going to need for this recipe. You need 1 can of Eagle brand sweetened condensed milk. That's a 14-ounce can. You need 1/2 cup of Jif creamy peanut butter. You can see I already have it measured out there. You need 1 cup of butter softened. And what I did was the first thing you do is you preheat your oven to 350 degrees. So I laid my butter like on the side of on the top of the stove. And so it got nice and melty while I was getting out all my other ingredients. So it's already softened, 1 cup. You need 2 cups of packed brown sugar, which is a lot of brown sugar. 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 2½ cups of flour, 3 cups of oats, and I use the Quaker quick 1-minute oats. So 3 cups of those, and then you need 1/2 cup of jam. So you can pick whatever your favorite flavor, whatever your favorite brand is. So I love this Bon Maman, and I picked out the cherry. Honestly, if they had grape, I love like peanut butter and grape jelly sandwiches. I would have bought grape, but they didn't have grape. They had cherry, which I love that. Well, they had all kinds of different flavors, but out of the ones they had, cherry was my favorite, so that's what I got. So we're gonna be using 1/2 cup of that. So like I said, preheat your oven to 350, and then I have used a 9x9 inch, we call this a brownie pan, and I have lined it with parchment paper. So I have those things prepared. I'm gonna get you set up on the tripod, and we'll be right back. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna combine our sweetened condensed milk and peanut butter in a medium bowl. So just pour these into the bowl and combine them, and then I'll be setting it to the side. You can see that is well incorporated, and now I'm going to set it to the side and move on to the next part. So now you want to take your butter and put it in an electric mixer, put both sticks in there, and beat it until it is soft. Now you want to add in your brown sugar and your baking soda. And now you want to beat in your eggs and vanilla. Now we're going to beat in the flour, and I'm gonna try to pour this a little at a time. I'm gonna do like half because it'll poof up, and then I'll do the other half. I'm gonna go slow. Okay, this mixture is very, very thick. So now you want to take your oats. It's about to get much thicker. Take your oats, and you want to stir in your oats. You don't want to do this with the electric mixer. You want to do this by hand, and I'm just gonna flick them everywhere. Because it is, this, you need some strong arms for this part. I'm going to take 3.5 cups of this mixture and press them into the bottom of my brownie pan. So I'm sure it's not an exact science, but I've got a measuring cup here, and I'm just gonna do like this. And I'm not getting it perfect because it doesn't need to be. There's 2. I think I can take my clips off. That's just to hold my paper in place. And then I'm gonna get 3. And then I still need to get, you can see I've been kind of getting heapings. And then I'm gonna get a half. There we go. Just a little bit more. Okay, so now you press this into the bottom of your pan. You want to use floured hands though, and I'm assuming that's because it will stick to your fingers. So I just have the flour over here next to me, and I just stuck my hand in the container of the flour, and so you can see this is gonna be thick. Now, when you go to the recipe on the Canadian website, they are going to tell you to put this in a jelly roll, but I want to actually cut this into bars, so I want it to be bar shaped. I don't want to put it in a jelly roll. Now you want to take your peanut butter mixture and you want to spread this over the top. Want to take your jelly and you want to put it on top of the peanut butter, and you only have so much of this, so you want to carefully place it at first, and then you can smooth it out once you've put your dollops on here. See, it's not overly saturated with that jelly. It's gonna be enough to give it whatever flavor you chose. In my case, I chose the cherry. So it's gonna be enough to give it that cherry flavor, but it's not going to overwhelm the peanut butter either. It should be a perfect balance of the 2 flavors. Now, you're gonna take your remaining dough that we have over here, and you're going to top this with the remaining dough. So you want to kind of do this carefully. Okay, now I'm going to put this in the oven. When it comes out, I will tell you exactly how much time it took, but I'm gonna put it in the 350-degree oven, and then I'll be back. I didn't want to give you a time in the oven because I'm baking these in a different pan than what they suggested. But it took the exact time that they said. I set my timer for 25 minutes. It has been exactly 25 minutes. And so now you are supposed to let these completely cool and then cut into bars. So I'm hoping that it's as cooked it's baked underneath as it is on top. I'm just going to assume that it is, and I'm going to let these cool probably for several hours because it's going to be molten hot, and then we'll be back. So it has been 2 hours that this has been sitting, and so I'm going to take these out. Now hopefully they come out, because let me tell you, in their instructions on their website, they say to not only use parchment paper, they say to grease the parchment paper. I didn't do that because I never grease parchment paper. So I'm hoping that it won't stick. I'm hoping that it won't stick. So far, it has not. So I'm going to cut these into bars. Okay, now I'm gonna use I have a little like a cookie spatula here, and I'm going to take one of these out, see how this looks. And it is very, very gooey. So that's how it looks. So we're gonna take it over to the table and give it a try. Okay, these bars are definitely gooier than I thought they would be. But, like I said, I used a different pan.
My first comment was, definitely has some peanut butter in them.
Yes, because you can see the peanut butter.
Very tasty peanut butter.
It's delicious.
That reminds me of a peanut butter oatmeal cookie. Mm-hmm. Like the no bakes.
Right.
Except it's got a little crispiness to it.
The peanut butter.
Jam in all of them.
The preserves, it is the cherry.
No, I didn't really get any flavor of that because I think it's all peanut butter.
Honestly, that is most of what you taste. And I never eat regular peanut butter. So for me, this is like a very indulgent dessert.
Oh yeah, super sweet.
If you had made them in a thinner pan, I think that they wouldn't be as gooey, because the way they are now, I wouldn't consider them bars. Just because bars I consider to be something that you can pick up with your fingers. And
you definitely can't eat that.
And you cannot do that.
This is almost like a cobbler.
Yes, this is something that you have to have on a plate, because it was thick and gooey. If I had followed their instructions and made them in a jelly roll pan, then it probably would have worked out.
Not that thick. It's very good. I wasn't here when she was making them, so I don't know what's in them. All good stuff.
Well, you commented on the peanut butter. It has Jeff Creamy peanut butter.
The jelly, I can't taste, but I can see. But I do get a little sweetness from it. But
it's that Bon Maman jelly.
And I'm assuming it's got oats in it of some kind. It tastes like it has oats.
3 cups.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that what makes the crust?
Yes.
It's very good. I love the crust. The crust, especially when you get the pieces that have like a little crispiness to them. It's literally like an oat. This would be what I would consider a peanut butter oatmeal combo.
It's absolutely delicious though.
It's excellent.
So even though it might not look like the prettiest dessert visually, and you probably wouldn't really consider it a bar, it is absolutely delicious, and it still turned out really well.
Oh yeah, you put this on a plate, and anybody that likes peanut butter is gonna love this.
Yes, because the peanut butter, you mainly, and the peanut butter, I know it's Jif peanut butter, but it also, it really reminds me, if you've ever had the Nutter Butter cookies, that's what it tastes like a lot, is a Nutter Butter peanut butter cookie.
Because the oats.
Yes, but between the oats and the peanut butter, that's what you're getting. Now, I also said it when I was making it, you can use whatever jelly you want. Use whatever brand. I just used the cherry, but I'm sure you could use other things that would be much stronger. I kind of like the cherry because it doesn't take away from the peanut butter, but I do think it would be terrific with grape too. If you like that peanut butter and grape jelly combo, which I love, I think that would work well too.
Hard to get grape preserves though.
Yes,
or jam.
That's what I was saying. They didn't I wanted to get that Bon Maman brand because I just really like that brand, and I'm thinking I'll finish off the jar once I've made this dessert. I'll eat the rest of it, and they just didn't have grape available, or I would have got it.
I don't even know if they make grape jam. It's all jelly, and jelly wouldn't work good with this, I don't think.
Yeah, this is preserves, so is what I bought. But I think it's a delicious dessert.
Oh, it's excellent. Definitely worth trying out.
Yes, definitely thank the Canadians because that's where I got this recipe. I will put the link to it in the description below. So if you want to check it out, you can. Like I said, It has the Canadian and American measurements, so it makes it really, really easy. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.